Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Closet. My name is Kevin and hold on a second. Much better. Just for you, Joe. Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Closet. My name is Kevin and tonight I'm doing a first impressions tasting of two new to the market bourbons. I'm talking about the new Bardstown Origin series. In particular, we have the Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey and we have the Bottled in Bond. The Bottled in Bond is a wheated bourbon, 20% wheat. The Kentucky Straight Bourbon is a rye bourbon with 36% rye, good high rye. Very excited to try both of these. Let's pour them, let's taste them. I'm gonna start with the lower proof. Oh, wow. First impressions, caramel and a little bit of a perfumey thing. Got some spice in there. Wow, it has a really long finish. Tons and tons of spice, rye spice. Nice, beautiful, balanced barrel notes. That's gorgeous. It opens with this lovely honeyed sweetness. And there's that black tea note. Nice mouthfeel too. And then you get all the rye spice. And then the rye spice fades off into this nice little barrel hint. That is very nice. White label off to a strong start. Let's try the black label. Dusty corn, little cherry. Got some spice. Definitely got some spice in there. That smells very nice too. So these are only 2% apart, but the black label actually drinks less proofy, in my opinion, than the white label, probably because of the rye spice. The black label is just soft, delicate. It starts with a very similar kind of sweetness that the white label started with. Again, that soft, rounded black tea thing. And then where this one goes rye spice, this one brings some of that wheat spice, which I think is a thing. I've certainly tasted in other wheated bourbons. They surprise me how spicy they can be sometimes. I don't think the finish on the black label is as long as the finish on the white label. And then a little drying, almost surprisingly dry. So that's not going to become my favorite in the closet by any means. But both of these are really nice. The black label has a lot of spice to it too. And that drying impact. Well, for no reason, let's try these semi-blind. Hey, look at this new feature, huh? Lazy Susan time. That's got to be the black label. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, maybe that's the white label. So I think we ended up back where we started. White label and black label. Let me check. Black label. White label. What? All right, here we are again. Getting the florals, I think. I think I'm getting the florals. So I think that this is the white label. Did I get it right this time? Black. Black. Spin time. I don't know, but it's beautiful. These are so shockingly similar. This is awful. Oh my God, this is awful. Okay, so I think that one's giving me the herbal vibes, which would make it the white label. Does that make it the white label? No. I'm exactly wrong on what I'm expecting these to taste like. This is very embarrassing. Let's spin once more. We're back here. 4 times the charm? I'm calling this one the white label, right? Yeah, and I'm calling this one the black label. White label, black label. So I tried 4 times. And on the 4th try, I got them right. And on the first 3 tries, I got them exactly wrong. Did I learn something from the first 3 tries? Did I just get lucky the 4th try? I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. Honestly, I'm shocked. It doesn't make any sense to me that these don't taste so different that they're just obvious. All right, Bardstown has made a wheated bourbon. Their bottled and bond is a wheated bourbon. What else is a wheated bourbon? Well, Weller 107, of course. So, of course, all the YouTubey people, all the internet reviewers are going on and on about is the new Bardstown Origin Bottled and Bond a Weller killer? Let's find out. Here we have Weller 107. In we go. Wow, that's deep. There's a lot of darkness. There is simultaneously a bright kind of note, maybe like a bright cherry, and also like a dark kind of caramel sweetness on the nose of this. Maybe a little bit of kind of a hay vibe too happening there. Oh, it's got a ton of spice. It's got this beautiful round honeyed softness through the whole experience. At the very end, you get a little dry turn. A fascinating contrast of a lot of sweetness, kind of a honey and cherry sweetness maybe right at the beginning, and then very surprisingly dry finish. Let's move on to the second glass. So much more herbal. Crazy. That smells like it's got rye in it. There's something so herbaceous happening here. Oh, it's nice. But man, a nice kind of black tea. Quick fade into a little bit of a harsh drying. Big time barrel spice finish. Hangs for a while. I have a preference for the first glass. More sweetness, which I like. This one's a little more astringent. Let's check. So, Weller 107? Indeed. Bardstown Black Label. There you go. Is it a Weller killer? No, it is not. Yeah. The 107's nicer. It's good, but the 107 beat it. Okay, there's one more thing that I want to try before I wrap this all up. We've got ourselves here a wheated and a rye. What that immediately reminds me of is Wilderness Trail. Wilderness Trail has 2 bottled and bond products. One is their yellow label. This is their wheated product. The other is their black label, and this is their rye product. Surprisingly, I've never done the Wilderness Trails blind before. I think that I really like their rye. Bardstown also has this wheated versus rye relationship going on. Wilderness Trail has this wheated versus rye relationship going on. Let's see if of these 4, which one do I like the best? And let's see if I can tell them apart. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Oh my gosh, I really like that nose. Oh, I like the way that develops. Oh, I liked that. That was nice. Let's progress around the circle. Okay, that smells very different and very interesting. Much, much more dusty corn, but also kind of a dark note. A little bit of a funk. Definitely kind of a funk. Wet cardboard sort of funk. Not off-putting, but funky. Ooh. Spice and dry. Ooh, nice. Oh my goodness, that smells great. Again, there's a lovely kind of corn impact and then a lot of beautiful baking spices. Oh, very herbal. A little sweetness and then herbal. Oh, intensely herbal. It's doing too much of that herbaliness for me tonight, right now. And like a harsh dry. Last but not least, that smells like vinegar. What? That smells like vinegar. It smells like it's turned and it's vinegar. What? I do not like, what? Oh. It doesn't taste like vinegar, but I don't like the way it tasted. And it's sour and bitter. I didn't like that one. You know how I said I was getting like a vinegary thing in this? I'm getting a little bit of a vinegary thing in this one too. Oh, but the palate is nicer. Back to what was number 1. I like that nose. Number one's nose is really, really nice. I like that. An incredible combination of sweetness and spice. Lots of barrel impact in that finish. And there's some of those herbaceous notes, but they're cut with the dryingness. This one was my favorite. This one was my second favorite. They actually go in order. This was my third favorite and this was my fourth. I think that this one is the Bardstown White label. It's the Bardstown White label. Bardstown White label just won this tasting. My number 2 was, sure enough, the Wilderness Trail Rye. That's the Wilderness Trail Black label. And then my number 3 was, the Bardstown Black label. And my number 4, Yellow label. Man, I am so glad that I did this 4-pass tasting because the Bardstown White label, it is Bardstown Origin Series Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's the one that says rye 36% on the side, is delicious. When I did them heads up, maybe I couldn't tell the difference, but when I did this setup, it really, it just stood out from the pack. Well, that sure was an experience. Thank you again for watching The Whiskey Closet, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.